Good morning, besties. Welcome back to the Cozy Corner. It's your girl Jen, and if you're new here, welcome to regular old college student Cal State Dominguez. But if you're not new here, welcome back to the chaos. It's officially January 4th, and that means we are in the new year. You guys, I cannot believe we are in 2026. I turn 23 in 26 days. That is absolutely fucking insane. I'm sorry. Like, pardon, I'm an adult now. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really one for big birthdays like that, but like it's really hard for me to fathom how I'm gonna be 23 this month. And maybe for the people who are older watching this channel, you're like, girl, you're just a baby. Like, you're literally just turning 23. Like, you're so young, whatever. But like, for me, it feels like I'm 23. I'm an adult. That's crazy. So, anyways, I figure if you don't know, I had a bit of an interesting reading year last year, and so I figure I was going to go into the new year rereading a lot of my favorite series, starting with the series that I literally have to reread every single fucking year, otherwise I'm going to lose my shit. And guess who didn't read that series last year? This girl. This girl did not read that series last year. And that series was the Throne of Glass series. And so if you know, you know. The girlies that get it, get it. This is my Roman Empire top tier, 6-star, god tier fucking series. I literally cannot explain enough. So, if you don't know, this is going to be a full spoiler plot synopsis of The Throne of Glass. Warning you right now, I will be reading the entire series this month, and if you don't want to hear what I'm about to tell you in the next 20 seconds, go click off this video and watch the spoiler-free version on somebody else's channel because your girl does not have time for that. I feel like if you've gotten to 2026 without reading Throne of Glass, what are you doing? Like, this is like one of those series that gets every single person into reading. This is like one of those series that people start with when they're getting into reading. So anyways, love you for anybody who hasn't read the series yet, but like for your benefit, go watch somebody else's like plot synopsis that is spoiler free because I'm gonna get into it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, time's up. So the Throne of Glass series is literally so much. It's so fucking much. I feel like if this is your first time reading it, you need to read The Assassin's Blade after The Crown of Midnight or before Queen of Shadows. So you either have Heir of Fire or Queen of Shadows, but you need to read before then. If this is at least your first reread, read The Assassin's Blade first. You will appreciate it so much more. Yes, I will say the writing style is a little bit slow, but to be fair, you need to get to know who the fuck Selena is as a person because in the first book, you are tossed into the salt mines not knowing how the fuck we got there. She's literally broken, battered, and bruised, and she's like, yeah, life sucks. I'm in the mines. I'm a slave. Life sucks. I don't know how I'm not going to say how I got here. You're going to have to figure it out later, blah, 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 blah. But in the Assassin's Blade book, she is fighting pirates, she is freeing slaves, she is going on missions to become trained by the assassins of the sands of the desert or whatever the fuck. She is like forming relationships with like random people that become significant in like the later parts of the story. What else is she doing? She again becomes friends with somebody who betrays her, and then she like doesn't shoot but shoots and then becomes important later in the story. She like has her first ever romance who dies at the end, and you're just like, oh my goodness, I understand why she's so fucking broken, battered, and bruised by the time she even gets to the end. But it gets worse. Her master fucking betrays her, and then he tosses her into the salt mines, basically himself. He comes up with this entire fucking plan to just get rid of her because he's jealous because he couldn't have her, so then no one can, and now she's just there. That was essentially in the entire plot of like book one, the prequel. And so I cannot lie, I've already read the first two books, the prequel in the first book, and now I am on Crown of Midnight. But the Throne of Glass book is where it all starts basically. You're following Selena Sardathian, who was in the salt mines as a slave in the salt mines of Endovir, and she's just having a hard fucking time, dude. Like she's going through it. She's dirty, she's broken, she's battered, she's bruised, she's got hella fucking scars all over her place, all over the place, all over her body, and all of a sudden she gets called up by the fucking prince himself. His guard like pulls her up and he's like, hey, you're gonna do whatever the fuck the prince says, or you're gonna find an arrow in your neck. And she's like, sure. I really couldn't care less. Life sucks. I'm in my emo era, leave me alone. So he basically like gives her an opportunity to become the king's champion for 4 years and then to earn her freedom and become a free woman. But in order to become the king's champion, she has to go through these fucking trials against all of these other random ass people that nobody's even fucking heard of in order to, and then win at the very end in order to become the king's assassin. And so she's like, well, fuck that. I guess we could have just, cut the slack and like trained me a little bit, got me back in shape, but like, vibes, I guess. And so yeah, the story goes from there. In the Crown of Midnight, which is where I am at, she's currently the king's champion, but she's not really killing anybody yet. She's just like kind of faking their deaths for the vibe. She's not even killing anybody. She's like finding like the severed limbs of like people who could kind of like pass for the her like what do you call it, her assignments that she's supposed to kill them, and like she kind of shoves them to the king and she's like, hey, I did it, bye, give me my money, I'll be in my room, peace. And then she's going from there. I feel like the story really kicks off after the third book. At the end of the second book, The Crown of Midnight, you find out who she really is. And I'm not actually gonna say who the fuck she is because like we all know, like we know. And so she's just gone through the worst fucking thing imaginable. She's lost another best fucking friend. And so she's broken, battered, and bruised, pissed off, and just hates the fucking world. And so she's like, you know what? I'm gonna get out. I'm like gonna send myself basically on an assignment across the fucking seas. And so she ends up spending like the first few months of her assignment on the rooftops of random ass fucking buildings, like just drunk as fuck all day, eating bread, eating like naan, basically like eating naan and pita bread, and just like having the worst fucking life, worst fucking time of her life. And then some random hot guy shows up. Yeah. Also, by the way, yeah, if you're still watching this and you haven't fucking read the series and you don't care for spoilers, hey, like I get you, I understand. She goes through 4 men in the first 4 books. Like that is fucking insane. Like she finally finds her one. Like she's not necessarily a cheating hoe or anything, but like she gets to experience a little bit of stuff before she finds her actual mans. And let me tell you, they hate each other. This is not like enemies to lovers, but like this is like I fucking hate you and I will beat your ass anytime I fucking see you because you're a despicable human being. And like I said, they are going at each other's throats the entire first half of the book of Heir of Fire. Yeah, yeah, and then like he finally sees that she's not actually some spoiled rich princess, and he's like, you're not actually that bad. And also, who did this to you? I see those scars on your back, Selena. Who did this to you? And so I don't know why I said it like that, but like this is just oh my god, their love story. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rowan and Selena are just they have me by the fucking throat, dude, and they will not let go. I believe the Heir of Fire book is where you finally get your first POV outside of Selena herself. Either that or it's the Queen of Shadows. I keep fucking forgetting, but like, yeah, I believe you get to see who else is on the board game. Who are the other players in this chess game that should have been finished long ago but wasn't. And it's funny because I'm like currently reading the Crown of Midnight book. I believe I'm like 40% in right now. I'm listening to it on audio, so of course I put 2 books away in one day. Just how it goes around here, I'm not gonna lie. And so there's like a specific phrase in the Crown of Midnight where it's like picking up the game that was left unfinished from thousands of years ago or whatever the fuck. Basically, Queen Elena from like thousands of years ago fucked up, chose selfishness, and now Selena Zardathian has to fucking pick up the slack and kill herself to save the world. And so we find that out later. But like it was really Elena's fault. Like if you know, you know. So so yeah, after the Heir of Fire, we like are basically thrusted into into the Queen of Shadows. We don't currently have our mans with us because he's staying in the other side of the sea to wrap some things up and he'll meet Selena later. And so Selena has met up with the like with the rebel groups that are following her, with some friends that, whatever. And so they end up meeting with Rowan later. And somebody in the book, I forget who, but they're like, who's that? And then someone else is like, that is Rowan Whitethorn. That is her man's. And oh my goodness, I'm not gonna lie. This is where it starts to get emotional, okay? Like after Heir of Fire, you start fucking crying every series, every single book. Like it just gets real. Tower of Dawn, I am planning to officially, for the first time ever, do the tandem read. Won't lie, the first 2 times I read this book, I read them separately, and every time Tower of Dawn comes up, I'm like, all right, I really don't care about fucking Kale situation here. I'm just gonna, focus on Nesrin and her man's situation because vibes. But also, yeah, we're literally just like following two different sets of books tandemly, and so I will be doing the tandem read. And then, oh guys, I already know, Kingdom of Ash. It's gonna have me by the fucking throat, shoving me against every single corner of the wall. I will be sobbing, I will be screaming, I will be crying. Yeah, it's gonna get real. And by the way, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but I will be tandem reading The Tower of Dawn with The Empire of Storms. I will be looking forward to my chapters with The Empire of Storms because Elida Loken and Lorcan. No. Yeah, Lorcan. There we go. And it's funny because like in the fandom or whatever the fuck, people are like, Lorcan Loken is gonna be his last name. It's so funny. But anyways, Lorcan, I wanna know what he did. I need those chapters of what the fuck he did. But yeah. Kingdom of Ash is gonna, like, I've read it twice already. This will be my third fucking reread, and I just, yeah, I'm ready for it. If for whatever reason I have the time to pick up any other books this month, because right now I'm only planning to read the Throne of Glass series and be done with it. But if I have time, I'll just go into February's TBR, which is my ACOTAR reread. A Court of Thorns and Roses, A Court of Mist and Fury, A Court of War and Ruin, A Court of Frost and Starlight, and then A Court of Silver Flames. If you don't know, that last book is my favorite book next to ACOWAR. Actually, I like it better than ACOWAR, I'm not gonna lie, because Cassian. Yeah, Cassian, baby girl, I'm here for you. Anyway, so yeah, if I have time, I will start my reread of ACOTAR early, and then just go from there. I don't want to say like what I don't want to say anything yet because like I don't know how far into ACOTAR I'm gonna get. I have a feeling I am gonna finish Kingdom of Ash before the 30th, so I will go into ACOTAR from then. But if I don't, well, let's go from there. I don't want to say anything to you yet, just because like we're getting a little too far ahead of ourselves. And so if I do for whatever reason finish my February TBR because there's only 5 books before the end of the month, then I'll read the next series or find something. But anyway, I could also pick up the Plated Prisoner series, which is the Guild, Glint, Gleam, Glow, Gold, and Goldfinch. I don't know. I might do that. Or I could go into the Glow of the Ember Everflame or something like that. There's another series, but like there's a couple of like my TBR for 2026 is already very much like set in stone. But because of how many books that I'm planning to be reading each month, I'm like, listen, if there is any room anywhere. Okay, so that was quite rude. My phone literally just cut off my video saying that, hey, you have too much storage in your stuff, and so therefore you can't like record anything else. I did hopefully take care of the rest of that, and I do have enough storage to finish this. And luckily, it cut off the video at the very, very end. So I think that I was cut off at the point where I was saying like, if I have any room for anything else, then I will for sure add it. That's all I'm going to say on that because like I already said my piece on that. But I did want to record a quick outro for the video. So if you did like this video, thank you for letting me yap for about 10 to 15 minutes on my reread for January. My reread for the rest of the year will basically be some series that I have already finished and that I will reread again. And also some of these books that I'm going to be rereading are in preparation for some books that are coming out later this year. So I want to get like refreshed before another book comes out. But that being said, if you like the video, go ahead and like the video, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss when I upload a brand new video. I do plan to record and upload my December TBR wrap-up video next week, so stay tuned for that. And in the comments down below, comment if you've read any of Sarah J. Maas's books, series, and if you have, what was your favorite series? Because if it wasn't Throne of Glass, I won't come for you, but I will be crying just a little bit because honestly, in my personal opinion, God fucking tier. Out of all of her books, that was the best one. So I will see you guys next week. And I'm gonna go take a nap because I'm tired and I'm also a little bit hungry. So I'm gonna go have some lunch too. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.